We've gotten remasters of classic Tony Hawk games, but there's one game fans keep asking for. 23 years later, Tony Hawk's Underground still deserves a comeback. What is up, guys? It's Hazuki's Wrath, and today we're going to be talking about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, particularly the Underground series. So we all know that the franchise has returned with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remaster, along with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remastered, and that leaves not only me excited, that leaves millions of fans excited. Millions of Tony Hawk fans rejoiced for this announcement because it wasn't just another HD port, it was a full-on remake of the game. But in case you don't already know, what exactly is Tony Hawk's Underground? Well, let me answer that for you. Tony Hawk's Underground was one of the greatest Tony Hawk games of all time, in my personal opinion, along with Tony Hawk's Underground 2, but that's besides the point. We're just trying to get to Tony Hawk's Underground 1 at this point. But I loved it, to be honest, because it was the first skateboarding game where you can get off your board. Very simple, I know. I love the storyline most of all. The tricks, the combos, the customization, you name it. I was there for it. Why do fans, along with Tony Hawk himself, want a remaster of the Tony Hawk's Underground series? Well, we know that nostalgia plays a huge role, like an immense role, for this reason, but it's also for the new players as well. New players that picked up Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for the first time during the remasters need to experience Tony Hawk's Underground, Tony Hawk's Underground 2, and, wait for it, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. That one is my favorite. And with the success of the modern remasters, I think it only makes sense to remaster the PS2 era Tony Hawk games. I mean, I know that it comes with its challenges. I am aware of that, such as the music licensing. Tony Hawk, if you don't already know, it has the most amazing punk rock soundtrack. It can be hard. It can be a challenge to get licenses for all of those songs. You got to get the artists to agree on that, I'm pretty sure. As well as Activision has other priorities. You know, they've got Call of Duty every year. In my personal opinion, I think they could take a break from Call of Duty. But that's besides the point. I think one of the studios Activision owns could be able to make Tony Hawk's Underground remastered. I think the market is large enough for it. I think it will hit home with a lot of retro players. It'll hit home for a lot of people that just want that sense of nostalgia again, you know? And I would love to see Underground with modernized graphics, modernized physics, just all... I can't stop fantasizing about this, okay? And I do want to apologize for the gameplay in the background. I'm doing pretty awful, I know. But I am a bit rusty on Tony Hawk. It's been about a year since I played the 3 and 4 remake. I'm still enjoying it thus far, but it just makes me want more, you know what I'm saying? But you know, Tony Hawk wants this remaster as well. Tony Hawk eventually said in an interview he'd love to see it remastered, but ultimately it is not up to him to make that call. Once again, guys, my opinion, I think this would be an excellent move on Activision's part if they were to do something like this. Whether they remaster Underground 1 and then later on down the line remaster Underground 2, or remaster Underground 1 and 2 and bundle it all together, that would sell. All right? It would sell like hotcakes. I'm not even kidding you. I don't know. I just want to feel that sense of nostalgia again. You know, I haven't played Tony Hawk's Underground since... I want to say it was the PS2 or original Xbox era. It's been quite some time for me. And I want them to preserve that charm. You know what I'm saying? That charm as in the humor, the style, the artwork, all of that stuff. I don't want them to modernize with the, like, I don't know how to explain it, the modern punk lifestyle, if that makes sense, because I think punk is really losing its way, but I don't know a whole lot about punk. I never fell into the style. I was more of an emo kid, to be quite honest with you. But I had this draw towards the skateboard lifestyle, this draw towards these Tony Hawk games. These Tony Hawk games are what actually brought me into the love for the skateboarding lifestyle, to be quite honest with you. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What's a Tony Hawk game that you would absolutely love to see get remastered? Whether it's the Underground series, American Wasteland, or Project 8, whatever Tony Hawk game you want to see. I've never played Project 8. I wanted to as a kid, or Proving Grounds. I've never played that either. I think after the Underground series and American Wasteland, games like that, I have experience with Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam on the DS, which was still fun, don't get me wrong. It's just not what I was looking for at that time. I don't know. Let me know also in the comments. Do you think skateboarding is still popular, or do you think it is losing the vibe, I guess you could say? Do you think people are forgetting about skateboarding, or is the skateboard lifestyle still strong today? Let me know down below. But I guess that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know down in the comments below. Would you buy a Tony Hawk's Underground remaster on day one? I know I would. Please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more gaming related content, and I will see you in the next video.